Greetings all, it is I, Sam Farron, and welcome back to more Let's Translate Trails at Dawn. Last time we went around the city some more and met some surprise faces. And this time we're gonna go talk to Dingo's boss, because he wants to talk to us about something. But first, I guess that's him over there. Let's do a cheeky connect event. So I think I'm gonna do these two, honestly. Because we haven't gotten to hang around with them enough, I don't think. On their break, they did that and then split up and went on their own. Yeah. Hey. Oh, there you are. Honestly, that Jack, I guess he had business with Imai, which is one of the guys from the first side quests, I think. Hey, old man, that's not what we promised. I don't remember promising anything with you. What's wrong? You got some trouble there? Man, so you came. Yeah, I was kind of interested. Just like what happened. I told this old man that if he gets his hands on a 10 mirror coin, he can't sell it to anyone except me. And then he went and sold it to someone else. 10 mirror coin? It's called an error coin. The portrait and the text on it, or the font, are reversed, and also the copper's kind of really like a dull white color. It's a super rare item with a 1 in over 10 million chance of being created, and it easily fetches 30,000 mirror. But the guy who originally owned it had a few circumstances, you see. And taking that into account, it would easily fetch about 50,000 mirror. 50,000, damn. Do you know about the man that was my teacher and also my biggest rival? Of course. The legendary gambler and also Hal's father, King, right? Yeah, back when I was still green, I got ahead of myself and made a big mistake, and then he ended up dying because of it. Jack. Anyway, this error coin is something that King used to own. Ever since King died, it was always unaccounted for, but I got lucky and ended up getting a hold of it myself. Jack said he'd buy it for 100,000 mirror, so I was considering selling it to him. But just a few minutes ago, another customer came and they said that they'd buy it for 105,000 mirror. So naturally, I had no choice but to sell it to them. Oh, come on, old man. If you just told me, I would have given you even more for it. Yeah, knowing this guy, he'd usually try and get as much money out of something as he possibly could, but who is this former customer? You should find that out for yourselves. I actually got a message from them. If you wish to take back the coin, then come to... it's the name of a restaurant, the Colorful Cloud Tower or something. Wait, so you're working with this guy? Honestly, I don't know who the hell this is, but... people like that sometimes appear, people that want to have a match with me. Yeah, and then there were those scammer or those cheaters that appeared in the Shining City. You really have it rough, don't you, Jack? So should we go now? I might as well come with you since I'm here. Yeah, thanks. Wait, why the hell are you here? Well, naturally, because I bought the coin. I did have a feeling that might be the case. Good day to you, Van. I was planning to have Mao Ona stand in on my match with Jack, but if you're here, then maybe I'll ask you to do it instead. Well, sure, I don't mind, but what a strange way to challenge someone to a game. Well, you're right, but if I didn't do this, then Jack wouldn't go all out on me. Now then, let's have a poker match. Betting my father's or my dad's coin. You're okay with that, right, Jack? Sure, I accept. And you are planning to win this, right? Well, of course I am. That was a foolish question. Right then, let me give this coin to you, Van. And whenever we start a new game, I want you to flip it and, like, that'll decide who goes first. If it turns up heads, then I get to go first, and if it's tails, then it's Jack. Well, that's a lot of pressure. Well, I guess I leave it to you. Please make it fair, though, okay? And thus, while Van was, like, overseeing their duel, Jack and Hull, had a real match. They made 100,000 mirror into 10 chips, and, like, had a pretty intense game. And once things were getting interesting, they had a final game that bet all of their chips. You've gotten better, Hal. I didn't think you'd be this good, to be honest. Save that line for after I've won. I'm only just getting started. Sure thing. God, they're nuts. Their mind games are on another level. But this next match will decide it all. Yeah, like, flip the coin for us, okay? Whether I attack first or second, it doesn't matter. I'll, like, settle this. Sure, in that case. Should I... Wait, what? Should I, like, catch the coin with my right hand or my left hand? Which should I do? What the fuck? What, does it matter? Well, if I was doing it, I'd do it with my right hand because I'm right-handed. I guess do that. Oh, it's tails. You're up, Jack. I got to attack first. Oh, is that like a disadvantage? Well, okay, sure. I changed 2 of my cards. Were you planning on using that skill? In that case, it's a good thing I went second. Hull has a 4-card of kings. What about you, Jack? I see, so you learned how to use the king's move too. That's a 4-card of Jack. Don't tell me you planned this, Hull. Yeah, it was a skill that King was really good at. It lets you control the cards, even your enemies. Good shit, huh? That was nothing. Wait. Wait a second. You still have a card that isn't, like, flipped up. Jack, what is your final card? Yeah, didn't we allow for, like, wild cards? And with that, I have a 5 of jacks. Sorry about that, Hal, but I win. What? I don't really get it, but did you use Hall's, like, move against her there? Yeah, pretty much. Impossible! How did you... But I guess that's what makes you, like, Victory Jack or whatever. I guess, I lose. As promised, like, you get the coin. So it's yours now, Jack. Here you go, Jack. Yeah, thanks. Alright, now, let me give you a present. The error coin that King used to use. I think this belongs to you, Ha. Wait, what are you saying, Jack? You won the game, so it should go to you. No, it's not just because you won. I want you to have this coin. I see, so Hal wanted Jack to have this coin in the first place. Sorry, Hal, but you lost, so you don't get to decide that. If the coin belongs to me, then I get to decide how to use it. And if you really want me to take it, then... You want me to, like, challenge you again, is that it? Yep. Fine, I got it. I'll keep getting better, and then I'll challenge you and beat you when you're, like, going all out. And until then, you better not lose to anyone else. Got it. Both Hal and Jack, that guy must have been a really good teacher. Well, I got to see something pretty good here. After that, like, Van enjoyed some, what was that? Yamcha, which is, I guess, a type of tea. And then he met up with his friends again and started Spriggan activities.
またそのうち飲もうぜ。しびれるような勝負でもしながらな。
いいボトルを開けるとしましょうか。ただし、ジャックはほどほどにね。
I couldn't catch all of what they were saying. I'm sorry, guys. But with that, we're done with our stock time. That honestly, that's not the final stock time in the game. We still have like one more level for like all the characters, I think. So there's gonna be like a night section, or there's gonna be another day of this. Oh, there's a floating plate. Now there's a table to go there, but who belong? Oh, so this is a middle-aged man, and yeah, let's talk to him. Oh, you came, huh? I heard about you from Dingo. Yeah, I'm Van Arkwright, so you're the chief editor of Meld. Yes, I am cunning. I've known Dingo for about 7 years. I've heard a lot about you, but apparently you did some pretty good work over in the old capital. You know, what could you mean by that? I thought that, like, our work in Orashion wasn't being made, like, public. Yeah, the authorities are kind of keeping it, like, on the down low. I don't know if he was just trying to fake us out or not, but I definitely don't think we can let our guard down around this guy. Well, whatever. We won't even be able to make an article about that kind of thing anyway. Just as I wrote on the bulletin board, I only want to request you, for what you're, like, okay with doing for, like, a Force Brigand request. So, you guys, do you have any, won't you help me search for Dingo's, notebook? That's a notebook. So something he would have used as a reporter? No, as like an information dealer? I feel like it's probably both. About half a month ago, just before Dingo headed to Krail Village, he was obviously chasing after something like some pretty dark case. So I kind of said this to him as a joke. Like, have you prepared your will? That's what I said. Oh, that's... But I never thought that 4 days later, that would happen. But when I asked him that, Dingo kind of like smiled and said this. The only thing that could really be used as a will is this notebook. I have someone like holding on to it, so if something happens to me, use the Force Brigand request to like get it. Wait, so that's his third memento, following on from like the video and the camera. Well, I don't know how to say this, but unfortunately I don't have this this notebook. Sorry if you were expecting me to have it. I know that much, but in order to get this notebook, I'd probably have to rely on the Force Brigand request. Because Dingo seemed to trust you the most, so he probably made it so that only you'd be able to find it. The content seemed like the kind of thing that would be like regulated by the authorities, and Almata's been destroyed now. So there'd be no reason to like make it into an article, so I don't even like need to see it myself. But since he told me that, I didn't want to just like not do anything about it. So as my way of sending him off, I prepared some request money and posted this request. So what are you gonna do, Spriggan? Will you search for Dingo's final notebook, or will you refuse? Okay, well, we have to do it anyway, so yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. Let's hear a bit more about this. Did Dingo say anything about this place that he gave his notebook to? Yeah, I told him to tell me more too, but he said your hint is that it's a group of people that know as much about my past as you do. Wait, that's... well, that's promising. So, Dingo's past. I've only heard like bits and pieces about like his past, but how much do you know? Probably not as much as you. He came to the capital 7 years ago, and before that he was in Messeldam. That's about it. Wait, that's...
久しぶりだな、ディンゴブラッド。
A long time no see, Dingo Vlad. Well, excluding the time we met in Tharbad. I guess we haven't met since you were being a bit of a stingy information dealer in Messeldam. Yeah, and you were, like, kind of serving as a higher up under Enrique. Yeah, they did talk about that on that Creole Village video. I see. I'll keep that in mind. Well, do your best. My break's over, so I gotta, like, start preparing for some scoops on the festival. I'll give you my contact information, so if you find it, then at least tell me. And as I said earlier, I'll also, like, put some mirror in your account too. Alright then, leave it to us. So what are you gonna do? I feel like we don't really have many clues. So it's a group of people that know the same amount about Dingo's past as that person we just met. In that case, we can cross you out off the list, Van, as well as Jack and like Bermarti. And I guess Ren too. Yeah, in that sense, we can cross out any like information dealers or people like that. And people like me and Nina in the film industry probably don't even know like the first thing about his profile. He was definitely like restrained for someone like working for a gossip magazine, but he really was mysterious. Yeah, I think he made a point not to be too nosy back then. Myself and Jack and like Bermarti always made a point not to like kind of question him too much, but it seems like back when he was in Messeldam, he had some kind of connection to Dural. And then some circumstances led to him leaving Messeldam and coming to the capital and becoming a reporter. And I feel like this request might actually shed some light on those circumstances too. As in, we might learn what Dingo was hiding and what he was having to deal with all this time. Man. But you decided to do it, right? Yeah, since I accepted it as a force-breaking request, I'm not gonna, like, hesitate. Let's start by searching our connections that are on hand. Our connections, like, on hand? Oh. Someone who was, like, who got on very well with him. But we couldn't really say was, like, an information dealer or anything like that. Who is it that, like, immediately comes to mind? Oh, I see, that girl. Van, so... Yeah, let's try going to the, like, the office in the Tyrell district. If she hasn't gone out to report on something, we should be able to see her there. Yeah. Wait, that stupid old man, he left us the damn bill. I guess he's not the king of, like, the biggest gossip magazine in the industry for nothing. I guess it would be okay to pay for him as thanks for him, like, telling us all that. Okay, so let's head over to the Tyrell district for now. Knowing how these side quests go, there's no way she's gonna actually be here, and we're gonna have to talk to like 8 people before we actually find her, but whatever. Actually, there is something I want to check really quick. Oh, okay, sorry about that. I had to go for a bit, and now I am back, and I think we were just looking for damn Marielle. So we're going to the Tyrell News office, which I guess is over here. News service, I guess. Oh, she's actually here, wow. What a coinky dink. Oh, Van and you guys. Good work over in Orashion. No, you really helped us out too. And the airship too, that only happened because of you. Yeah, we both kind of like settled things in our own way, although I guess you've been pretty busy after that too. Yeah, I had to stay behind to like report on all the darkness that came to light in Orashion. But it was really worth it because I think I managed to expose the truth as a journalist. Yeah, good for you. I bet Dingo will be happy about that too. Yeah, if I manage to catch up to him even slightly, then I'm happy too. Okay, so... now we talk to her. Oh, man, you came again. Do you have some business at Tyrell News? No, there's something we wanted to ask you actually, Marielle. We got a certain 4 Spriggan request, and it has to do with Dingo. Wait, what do you mean? Well, this is what we heard from a certain person a little while ago. Like Chief Editor Cunning from Meld. I heard his name from Dingo, but I never met him either. And like, Dingo's notebook? Did you, hear anything about that from him? Maybe he didn't, like, mention it directly, but you might have, like, did he say anything that kind of, like, stuck with you? Well, the truth is, I actually saw this, notebook of his a while ago. What? Wait, when was this? Well, as you know, I used to kind of, like, barge into Dingo's place a lot uninvited. One time at lunch, I was, like, asking him how he, like, does his reporting, and I saw him doing, like, writing a memo in a black leather notebook. And when I asked him, what's that? He said, it's just a bit of a notebook. It has, like, info to do with, like, both of my jobs, you see. So I guess that's what we're looking for. Well, at least now we know that it really exists. I asked him to let me see it, but he said no. And then I started sulking, and he kind of laughed at me and, like, patted me on the head. And then he said, there might be a day where I will, like, have to show you this, but I'm gonna do my best to make sure that that day doesn't come. Oh. So he was probably prepared for this, like, even back then. If he was talking about it like that, then I don't think there's any way he would have taken it with him to Krail. And as for his, like, residence, it seems that CID searched it, but they didn't find, like, anything. Either he's got someone else looking after it for him, or he's, like, hiding it somewhere. So, like, did he say anything, like, else? Do you have any idea, like, where he'd maybe hide that notebook, or, like, do you know of someone that might know? We don't think it's someone like Bermarti who's, like, in the information business. We think it's, like, someone else there. Yeah, you're right. I guess she was crying, huh? That, like, editor, like, thinking about what he said. Oh, could it be? You have an idea? Well, I could be completely wrong, but Dingo would often, like, do reporting on, like the sex industry, like, for his job at Meld. Oh, really? Well, I guess he did work for a gossip magazine. Like, sex entertainment? She means, like, adult stuff. Honestly, I feel like you'd be too young for that kind of thing, too. Well, it's true that I did get mad at Dingo for doing that sometimes, but I don't think you should be, going after that, like, naughty stuff. Well, if the world wants to know about it, it's a reporter's job to, like, report on it. And by doing this, I can also sometimes get, like, clues that'll help me, stop any, like, illegal kind of sex work being, like, done by the Mafia. I see. By the way, Dingo, do you use those kind of, like, you go to those kind of shops too? Not unless I'm reporting there. Anyway, I've been pretty busy with, like, another case, so I've been relying on my, like, old connections to look into that kind of stuff for me. Although I guess that's probably, not a terribly good thing as a reporter there. Oh, really? Well, I honestly kind of prefer it that way, though. What do you mean? I didn't say anything. Oh, what do you mean your, like, old contacts? Oh, it's this, like, really smart guy that, runs a bunch of those kind of shops, and, he, has a base in a certain district, but... Wait, don't tell me it's a woman. Oh, never mind, I said he, but Dingo didn't say that. I was assuming. Yeah, it is a woman, but, well, I'd like to kind of use them as a reference for reporting on kind of societal affairs, so please introduce me to that woman too. But Dingo said that it was too early for me to go to that place and, like, wouldn't tell me where they were. But now that I think about it, when he said a certain district, that could only mean... yeah, it's probably that place, right? Yeah, and I think I know exactly who he's talking about too. Although I didn't know that Dingo like knew her for that long there. Actually, yeah, there was kind of like a shop like that down there. Well, we're going to the Dark Light Town now, right? Yeah, I guess let's see. We've got no better leads, and if we do find something, that would be great.
その皆さん
Guys,
ここから先は私もご一緒させてもらえないでしょうか
would you mind if I accompanied you from here on? Well, that's... But, the Dark Light Town's a pretty dangerous place. I know that from the last time I went there. But if you're searching for the notebook that Dingo left behind, then... I'm not completely, like, unrelated to this.
まあ、いつかこいつを見せる機会があるかもしれない。
Well, there might be a time where I have to show you this,
そうならないよう努めるつもりだがな。
but I'll be doing my best to make sure that that day never comes. Van? Well, she did give us some nice info. If you're coming, then stay close to us, and we're gonna have you help out too. Yes, thank you. And now we have Marielle with us, nice. Now we have a cheeky topic, that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and next time I guess we're gonna go to the Dark Light Town and see if we can find Dingo Dango's notebooks. I'll see you guys then.